Hello everybody, this is Dylan. Hope everyone is having a magical day. Today I'm doing a review of this Belle doll from Mattel, and this is called Castle Stories Belle from Mattel. Of course, it's Playline. I figured I'd kind of spice it up a little bit, so while I'm looking at limited edition dolls, then I'd also get to look at just Playline dolls. So this may be the start of something new now, which I hope everyone enjoys, as I do love limited edition dolls, but I also love Playline dolls. So there's just, both sides of the spectrum here. If you've never met me before though, hello, my name is Dylan. Hi. I love to collect Disney princess items, and I am not judgy when it comes to dolls. I like to collect all different types of dolls. So if you enjoy that, please hit subscribe and like this video. Okay, everyone, stay tuned. So this Castle Stories Belle is a part of the new Mattel 2023 Disney Princess doll line, and she's been out for a while. They also made an Ariel doll that is similar to this, a more like deluxe version of like a Playline doll, if you will. That means just a little bit more details and a little bit more accessories. So that is basically what she is. In addition to just a vamped up version of the core, just classic Playline Belle doll from Mattel. So super, super exciting. So yes, she is called Castle Stories Belle, Disney Princess. There is the Mattel logo, 3+, and just a lovely picture of Belle there, just with her hand on her chin, just looking so elegant with those opera gloves. Too bad the doll didn't get gloves. And she is packaged with a background of her ballroom that looks like Sultan the footstool, and just like a window in the ballroom. And I really love how this frames her face. The box is kind of cut like a gem. And a lot of those new Mattel Playline boxes are. So I really love how she is displayed. Belle is always seen to be displayed in her ballroom. So here's the back of the box. Intelligent and compassionate, Belle finds a way to help the Beast. And everything is purple. It's interesting because the small dolls and the regular core doll of Belle also had like a purplish background, so maybe they're trying to get everything to click there and match. There's a pretty shiny rose and a beautiful image of Belle dancing with the Beast and Lumiere. Here's a Mattel logo, empowering the next generation through play, and this is all of the, of course, product information and details. So Belle's face sculpt here is so, so pretty, and I really, really love that. Really, Mattel did an excellent job on the face sculpts for all of the princess dolls, and I'm excited to see them as they start showing up on Disney collector dolls. She has a beautiful crown with a rose. I'm just going to go through this really quickly, as we will see her outside of the box. A necklace, and she is featured in her ball gown, and we will talk about the construction of that. And of course, shoes. She has 5 total accessories, including a cake, a bracelet, a book, an Enchanted Rose, and Chip. Okay, 1, 2, 3, ba-bam! So we have one in the box and one out of the box. So it's funny how I ended up with both. But I just thought, maybe this is something I'd like to have in the box for a long time, just because it's like the first Playline Deluxe Belle. So I just decided to keep one in the box. So that makes this review purposes excellent, because we can see her in the box and out of the box. So just look at how lovely Belle's face sculpt is outside of the box. Oh my goodness. I love her widow's peak. And of course, in terms of the other dolls I show you, she is probably a lot cheapened down, because this doll only cost $5 at Walmart on sale. So it's just, the quality is a lot different. But in terms of playtime and like imaginative play with children or grown-ups, this gets the job done. It gets it done. I mean, it cuts corners, but this is its purpose. The job gets done. But I love Belle's widow's peak. I thought Mattel always did that well. Beautiful brown eyebrows and beautiful brown eyes with a little hint of hazel in there. It's like a little reddish line underneath her eye, and also like a little bluish line underneath her eyelashes. So that's really interesting. The only thing I will say is that Mattel, with their painting process, it's a little pixelated, you know, and it does seem that that has carried over to the collector dolls versions of these. So I'm not sure really what their process is. That's the only thing I think that really could be improved with the Mattel faces. I mean, they're beautiful. It's just maybe make the colors a little more opaque, as you can kind of see that bit of pixelation as if it's been like sprayed on. But her lips don't look that way, and I think such a lovely color. And she does have a little bit of blush, it seems. Belle's hair is also so lovely, but it is always a nice quality with Mattel. It's just this is box hair, and it looks really icky, doesn't it? So this could really benefit from being taken down and fixed up. I've seen people do that with some of their Mattel, new Mattel 2023 princess dolls, and even put them like on made to move bodies. So I think that would really be awesome. So, but she does have her hair half up, half down, as Belle normally does with Mattel. It seems like they've created like a bun here, sort of like, so like a bun and then like a little bit of like a poof to add that, and then there's like one piece in the middle that has been rubber banded off. But in terms of just like getting this to like knot out, you know, maybe that would even make sure you get all the knots out of it, you know, maybe that would make it much better. But so the quality of the hair is there, it's just it just needs a little bit of love to get its perfect potential. Belle has a necklace on that has been rubber banded onto her body, and it is filled with roses. It's very lovely. I love that they have included rose jewelry for Belle. Here's the big unpopular opinion, is the molded tops for these dolls. And I will say, it's not as fun as having real fashions, real cloth fashions, and it makes them more like action figure-y more than doll. So I do agree with that. But for small children and for playtime, this is probably better than having like a full garment. So she has like molded on sleeves and a molded on bodice here that resembles her ball gown. And I will say they have added details like this rose with beautiful little leafy patterns and little vines just wrapping around. I think that's really lovely. And it does the same on the back. So I really like that. This just does emulate Belle's ball gown. I would love to have seen this actually take shape like on an actual garment though. Here is the bottom of the torso, and that is where we get where fabric comes in. And the way that they do this is that they have a skirt that just goes up and meets with that one little section there. And it emulates like the vision of a full ball gown. And, you know, again, I'll say just that's where we talk about like, what is this product made for? Is this made for like an adult, a collector, a playtime toy, maybe even throw this doll into the bathtub or something? So that's where we talk about that. But woo, her hips went away. So this is where the fabric part meets, and it just creates that vision of having the full ball gown. And that is the back there. It says Disney Mattel, made in Indonesia. So the Disney princesses have had their own body construction with Mattel, and they have created their own feet construction. And I was really hoping that they would just use the Barbie legs and the Barbie feet, but they aren't. These shoes are definitely different than Barbie doll shoes, so they couldn't be used with a Barbie doll. Which I wish that they would have just done that, but I understand they want to keep them two separate things. Otherwise, her shoes are so pretty. They're modeled after her ball gown, of course, and there's like drapery patterns on the shoes with pretty little rose detailings on the front. I really like those. So maybe if these were painted a little differently or just given a little bit of a zhuzh, you know, just a little bit of something, that would really make it look nice. But I do see the inspirations there from her ball gown onto those shoes. So, and this is the comparison. I really like this pattern that is on Belle's actual skirt. This looks a lot like what was molded into the plastic on her bodice, that rose with the little squiggly patterns around. So really, really interesting. And I love the rose little embellishments there. I always thought Belle would look nice with pink on her ball gown and the little green leaves. And it's just a piece of fabric sewed together just by one seam with elastic around the waist. That way we could get the dress back on her and basically just slide it on up there. So see, it's just more easiness for parents to keep track of and kids to keep track of, and really this is made for a small child. But in terms of collecting, of course, these were the new Mattel face sculpts, and it was just like, I have to own these. So for the purpose of what she is for, I think she's lovely. So I know that she's maybe not as glorious as some of the other dolls I show you guys, but still something I enjoy. She also comes with the Enchanted Rose, and this actually has a little handle to where you can put this in her hand, and we will do that just to see what that looks like. But it has pretty little molded leaves and a beautiful molded blossom here. Very, very nice. She also comes with her favorite castle friend, Chip. And Chip, I've never seen him look so pale here. So the bottom of his cup is painted purple. And then the rest of him is like a pearly, shiny white. And just look at his little eyes and his little face. You know, he looks really cute. But I was just thinking, Chip looks really pale. She also comes with a Rose storybook. Really, really lovely. Looks like a book she would love to read. But it does not open. It just is one piece. I've tried to open it and nothing will budge. So I don't want to break it open, but but it has one little rose on it, and maybe she's reading Sleeping Beauty. That would be really cool. And last but not least, she comes with a Be Our Guest cake that sits on a cake stand, and it has little rose details on it, just really pretty, like with all the piping of the icing and just the little details on the dish. So it's very, very cute. And like I said, a lot of the accessories. Oh, I almost forgot. She has a little rose little bracelet I already put on her. It's very, very pretty. But like the accessories are made to fit in her hand. And of course she can't bend her arms at her elbows. But if she could, that would be nice. But just holding the rose, you know, just living the moments of the story. Alright everybody, that is all the details here of the Castle Stories Belle doll from Mattel. I am so excited to have her, and I think, you know, this is going to start a trend, so I might look at a limited edition doll, then look at a Playline doll, and maybe we'll do that for a while as I was working on my plush videos, and so we will see. I have lots and lots of things to look at, so the possibilities are endless. So if you enjoyed this, please let me know down below. Let me know what you think of her, and of course, if this is your first time here, subscribe and say hello. Alright everybody, I will see you next time. Have a magical day and stay tuned. Bye-bye.